Hey y'all, welcome back to Simply Nelle. Okay, thanks guys for tuning in. Today, as you guys can see the title below, the story time that I'm about to tell right now is so embarrassing. Just so embarrassing because you don't realize that, like, oh my god, like shit happens until like later on. You're like, that really happened. Yeah, so sorry, before anything and everything, please like, comment, and subscribe. It's not gonna hurt you. We'll want to see you again. I really appreciate you coming in and watching my video, okay? Thank you. Let's get right into the video. I'm gonna start it all back, like, so you guys can kind of get a backstory of, like, you know, why I took what I took, like, you know, like, I don't know, like, you just dump sometimes, you know how it goes. Anyways, so now my ex that this occurred with, at the time I believe that we were on and off. We've been on and off for, like, I think it was 5 years. At that time we were off, and then like a year had passed, and then he popped up at my house. You know, of course, like, it wasn't me that answered the door. I was going off to uni. I'm there packing, you know, excited. So my sister answers the door, and of course she lets him in because, you know, he's just good with the fam, you know. Don't let nobody be good with the fam unless they're concrete, okay? That's rule number one that, like, I really fucked up with, okay? So yeah, so my sister lets him in, and then we get to talking, of course, and then blah 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 blah, and then, you know, back to making up again. So that's kind of how we got on at that point. So this is like us trying to, we're not in a relationship, we're literally just trying to work it out, okay? So like, I don't know. So yeah, so that happened. I think this day he came by to chill with the fam. I think that my family was there too. Yeah, I remember my mom being in the living room and all that shit. So he came to chill. We're chilling upstairs, whatever, and I feel like he told me something like, oh, I have to go, like, I have to do something. Like, he wasn't chilling for a long while, which irritated me. He used to always do that. And then it'd be like, what's the point of coming? Like, you live, like, what, I'm gonna say a good 20 minutes, 30 minutes out of my way, like, driving. And at that time, we were busting it. Well, he was busting it. So, like, at that time, when he came over, he used his friend's mom's car to basically drive to my house type of thing. So when he came, we were chilling, and of course, like, he has to go at some time. But I think at this point, like, I was just so irritated because it's like, we're like, the whole problem with our relationship for the most part was, of course, you know, petty shit and, like, on my part, but, like, I'm not gonna talk about that. But for the most part, it was because he was just, like, never available and did not make time for me. That is what, like, that is why we were on and off for 5 years, I can tell you that. Okay, so that's mainly what my problem was. So when he was talking about, oh, I need to go, I wasn't really fucking with it. I really wasn't. So I believe, like, I was just upset, and then, like, I think I walked him outside type of thing, because we had to go through my garage. Yeah, you have to go through my garage, and then basically you're outside type of thing. Like, you walk through the there's like a door in the garage that you walk through, and that's how we went, in the garage, through the garage. And I just remember being like, you know, like, just stay for a bit, and he's laughing in my face. That's making me more mad, because it's like, sir, like, what the fuck, why'd you come if, like, you're not gonna chill for long type of thing. So I think I was just trying to tell, like, give him that perspective. And I remember standing in front of him. This is, like, so annoying to, like, actually repeat back. It's so annoying because, you know, when you have that one ex that you really, it's like the hardest thing to get over them. Like, I don't know what the fuck it was. Obviously it probably was because it was my first, like, real relationship, and I really was, like, strong about it, because I feel like at that time in my mind, mentally, I was like, whoever is my first, like, you know, it's going to be my last. Like, that's just, I think I took that really hard. So like mentally it was hard to like let go. So yeah, so at that point I'm standing in front of him and I'm like, don't go type of thing, don't go to that whole lovey-dovey shit, you know. So I'm like, don't go, and he's like, I think he picked me up at that point. You know, at them times I was like them times a man could have picked me up, okay? A man could have picked me up lightly, okay? And it wouldn't be a thing. Period. Okay, now it's the same story. Miss those days. Oh my god, I forgot to tell you guys how old I was at this time. This was like 4 years ago. This was like when I was like 19, 20. So yeah, that was the time era. So mind you, this is not me right now. This is old Nelle, pathetic Nelle. So I'm there like, you know, don't leave type of thing. And then he picks me up and I don't know, he spins me around. I hate when people pick me up. It's like really gets on my nerves. Pick me up, spin me around, and then place me out of the way, obviously, because like, you know, what am I gonna do, really and truly? So yeah, so at that point I was just irritated because it's like literally like, why are we doing this? Like, why am I not important enough for you to be like, you know what, ball's not that important, I'ma just chill with my girl? Like, why am I not that important? I'm telling you, ladies, I'm telling you now, if you feel in your gut that someone does not like you, how they say they love you and all that bullshit, like, you in your gut you feel like when someone's like, okay, like he fell out of love, like he doesn't fuck with me anymore, like as hard as he used to, follow that shit. Because you know what, I wasted a lot of time trying to figure out if words were adding up, because actions were not adding up, okay? Because ball was always life. And let's go back, okay? So we were there, and yeah, he's talking about going to ball. I'm pretty sure, I'm like 95% sure that it was ball, and that's why I'm so heated, because it's like, ball, like you couldn't just chill for a bit. Yeah, so, and I've seen him play I'm really trying not to make this video petty, because just in case he sees it, I don't want no heat, like I don't need it. He was just not good at ball. So at that point I was like, what's the point, like, you know, whatever. So he is in his car, he's walking to his car. I think I'm still trying to get him to stay. Still trying to get him to stay. He's not budging, not about it. So he's in his car and I'm like, oh, my dumb self. At that point, like, I'm really trying to test. Like, there's just clear signs now that, like, okay, Nelle, like, he was not for you. So relax. I put my foot, like, he was parked in my driveway, so I'm like in front of the car making sure my parents don't come back outside and see me acting a fool, okay? So literally I'm there and the car is here and I'm in front of it. I put my foot behind the fucking car wheel like a dumbass. Put my foot behind the car wheel. And I'm like, you know, like, don't leave, like, if you leave, like, I bet you won't, like, run over my foot type of thing. Like, I think I said, I bet you won't run over my foot, or like, like something like as though, like, I put my foot there as like a way for him not to go, because I really didn't think, obviously, that he was going to run over my fucking foot. So he's like, and I'm on the side. No, his window's down, like his passenger side window down. His passenger side window is down. I'm on the passenger side front wheel, like behind that wheel, like my foot behind that wheel. So he's talking to me through the passenger side window, and he's like, you know, yeah, eh? I'm about to like run over your foot. I'm about to run over your foot. I'm like, no, you're not, you know.
No, she wasn't ready. She wasn't ready.
You're not. And this dude literally he reversed And getting back to it, it's like, damn, Nelle, like, really, you let that shit happen. Anyways, so he's reversing back, and he's reversing, and then he starts, and I'm thinking to myself, like, it's like one of those moments where it's like, it's this dude's not about to do this, like, you know, I'm calling his bluff. And no, he didn't do it. The thing is, why I say that, you know, certain things, God was just sending me sign after sign after sign, and this was one of them. And I'm gonna probably do more story times on the fuckery I dealt with, but this was definitely a sign. Definitely a sign. He went back. How he went back very slow. Like, looked me in my face and went, not even stopped on my foot. And I'm there like, I'm not gonna say his real name, Mark, get off my foot, like, you're on my foot. Like, I didn't want to scream because my neighbors, but like, I was like, this, like, I was just like, oh my God, I was livid, because he literally went back on my foot, stopped middle of my foot, and then he like rolled back, and then he rolled all the way back. So yeah, he ran over my foot, and it wasn't like a let me just go over her foot. It was like, let me show you that I own you mentality. So yeah, after he went over my foot, very slowly, very painfully, it was one of those moments where you can't even cry. I'm such a baby. Like, you guys are probably like, oh, you probably read, like, it would probably, no, but if you ever had someone run over your foot, it's not something to take lightly, and it's not something that obviously I shouldn't have been putting my foot like behind the wheel, but like, it takes, mind you, he was older, like, I'm childish obviously, so it's like, for a grown man to really be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna, like, you know, go over her foot, and like, he literally laughed after, like, as he's driving away. He didn't stop and say, Dano, are you okay? He probably said, oh, are you okay, and laughed, and then he's like, okay, bye, and he was like, okay, that happened. Trying really hard not to cry. Like, I remember walking back into the house through the garage, and just, my mom was in the living room watching TV, and I think I just sat down, like, in the living room beside her, and just didn't say a word, because I knew I wanted to cry, but I knew, like, you know those ones, like, if you're around people you're not gonna cry. Like, I don't cry around people, so like, I wasn't gonna cry, but like, I knew if I went to my room I would have bawled. And I was just like, I'm not gonna give him that benefit of I'm not gonna give that benefit of crying, but it was one of those moments where you really, like, that really happened.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Like, this dude that I at the time loved. Oh no. Right over my fucking foot. It was a joke. So yeah, that's my story time for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Please comment down below if you have any story times that are kind of similar to this, because I want to know if I'm the only idiot thing that really let her ex run over her foot. Like, it was a joke thing. It wasn't a joke thing. I can promise you it wasn't a joke thing. It wasn't funny. It was just sad and embarrassing. So yeah, that's my first story time for today. Yeah, please leave a comment. Let me know. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how you felt about the story time, because, like, honestly, I hate talking about my ex. I really do. I've been very emotional. There's a lot of bad memories with it. Thank you guys so much for watching Simply Nelle. Okay? Alright? See you in the next video. See you in the next video. See you in the next video. Ow. Thanks. Bye, guys. Hey y'all, welcome back to Simply. Hey y'all, hold on. Oh, and look at me, beautiful princess. I'm Infinity. Hey y'all, welcome back to SiimplyNelle. Thank you guys for so much.